Alright boys, the number one question I have been getting is, A, should you summon for this banner right here, ReZero, an outstanding banner? Literally, one of the best banners. Look at this, man. Literally nothing but solid meta-based units. I'm telling you now, wow, the value in these banners are just immaculate. They're getting even better. Each time we get an update, these banners get better. So, with it, in all seriousness, okay, calm down. But with it, we're talking about ReZero, we're talking about if you should summon, if it's worth it, if it's worth the investment, what should you do, what's the plan? As a free-to-play player, I'll give you my advice. With that being said, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Let's jump into this, let's have fun. So, first things first, with this banner, the breakdown again, in all seriousness, right? You have 6 collaboration units on here, 4 of them, and then 2 on rate up, right? So overall, it's not a bad rate in pulling characters. If you want to look at it, right? You have 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, correct? You have 7 sins, obviously, on the banner. Now, with that, you have 6 collaboration units. Like, majority of them, 2 of them being 1%. So already 1%. You will then say, what, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. So it's a 1.8 chance. You have a little bit more than a 50-50 chance to actually pull these units. So that's not bad, okay? In comparison to Slime, that had one less character. So overall, this rate is pretty nice. Basically, every SSR you get, you just have to hope that you win the 50-50. That's it, right? That's basically the entire breakdown of this collaboration. Again, it's a little more than 50-50, I know that. But it's not a bad rate to pull collab units. But still, it just, pulling anything other than a collab unit sucks. Honestly, nobody here is good. If you want to if you're a new player getting dupes for Red Gother, and then just Merlin for PvP is really what I would say, that's really it. But getting dupes for these characters are really nice. The collaboration characters, but really the main purpose a lot of people are pulling for are these 2. So on to if they're good or not, I will break that down real quick. First thing, we have Reinhardt over here. This character I'll get to second, because with him, the biggest problem, if you're a free-to-play, don't expect to do anything good with him unless you pull his dupes. So we'll talk about that in a second. But with Echidna, now, with this character, you have to understand, I uploaded a PvP video, by the way, right? And this was, I think my last video. I don't know when I uploaded this one. But with it, I said in the video, or in the title, I said she is a good support unit. Now, I wasn't saying that she can't DPS, right? She is a good support and DPS. The point of the video was for me to say that she can support and she does real good at it, because every unknown race hero on the battlefield gets increased stats by 5%. 5%, right? So let's say you're running a full unknown team, you're getting a 15% boost on those characters. Again, that's big, that's big. So she is really solid support, but she can also DPS, okay? She can do both. Mainly you can lean on her DPSing, that's the point of her, but her passive is designed to give you a nice boost on top of what Ram is already giving you. For anyone that says that she is not a support unit, I got it. She's not a support unit, but she can support, okay? For people that were saying that she can't, what are you on? Her passive can support, so hopefully that worked. But in the future, this unit probably will get even better and better. Remember, if this stacks obviously with Ram, right? Ram gives 20% basic stat boost. This gives 15. That's a 35% overall stat boost. Then on herself, every time you attack, if you're on AoE, you get like 3 buffs per turn. So every time enemy is damaged, you add 1 buff to the character up to 9 times. That's max. So turn 1, you can literally max out her entire passive and get an additional boost on top of this one. So she's nuts. And then with her, she's obviously has an effect, right? So with that, again, you debuff the enemy. You then have a 35% increase on your attack, and when they damage you, 15% decrease. So this unit overall is very good. And as obviously we keep getting unknown characters in the future, this will get even better and better and better. Right now, she's damn good. Like, she genuinely is. If you run unknown team, this is kind of a character to pick up. And again, the more copies you pick up her, or like for her, the better. Thing is, yeah, Reinhardt needs them, right? She needs them just for CC, nothing else, but he needs them, right? With him, every time you get one of the ult increases, so let's say you go 3, you actually genuinely change the 2 buffs, which is big. 5, 3 buffs, 6, 4 buffs. So with this unit, obviously, it's not going to be too easy to 6-6 him. It's a collaboration banner. The rates are low. You're going to have to be a blubbery whale to do so. But this character is still good, right? It might be fine to pick up the 1 copy and just have a blast with him. But I don't know. The thing is that, yes, he's going to be obviously way, way better when you invest into him and get more of his dupes. That's just how it's going to go, right? So again, if you run into PvP against a Reinhardt that has copies, it's going to be a little bit harder to actually beat him. That's just my opinion, okay? Again, you could say otherwise, but this unit will end up being a little bit more whale heavy. He's still good, and grabbing his passive is, like, grabbing him for his passive is not that bad, just to have him for also collection reasons. Both reasons are solid reasons, but again, also, while you're summoning on this banner, you're obviously picking up dupes for the other ReZero characters, and I believe that this does not actually, or it does, so yeah, this is the banner, right? So, while you're summoning, you're picking up dupes, okay? These two are still great. These two are still great. This passive is still great. She's okay. I don't think the relic really broke her, but she's still fine. We'll see how it goes. Maybe more time, then we can find out. But again, Emilia's relic wasn't also 10 out of 10, but she's still damn good and damn toxic, right? Rem, yeah, in my opinion, actually her relic is nuts, so that's pretty good. And then Ram, obviously, you kind of use her every team for unknown, so if you can actually get the boost. So these characters are all solid in their own way. These ones, you got me there. But mainly, you're summoning for collab purposes. And this banner, I would say, it's not bad to jump into. Now, again, obviously, Thonar does still exist. That's not Thonar, right? That is still a thing you have to keep in mind. So I wouldn't say to fully skip this. Like, if you're on the edge about ReZero and you really don't care, Thonar is a must-have for the reason of actually beating the dogs. If you don't care for the dogs, you skip Thonar. But she does exist. And on global, Estarossa and Zeldris exist. Zeldris, I would say, is an easy skip. But for Estarossa, we'll see how that goes. He's still not a bad character. Again, maybe right after this collab, they finally bring back another demon and maybe revive demon meta after they just like shafted it. Cause Unknown got another buff. Like, think about that. Her passive is really good, and her herself is nuts. Like, she's a really good unit. So many teams can be formulated off of this, with Summer Merlin being the most toxic unit in the game. Again, I don't know, the collab is good. It is a genuinely good collab, and these both units are good. Usually it's just one unit. Rimuru being the star of the show, shouldn't be not the best, not the worst. Iori, you got me there, but with Terry, damn good, right? This collab, you have Reinhardt being really freaking good, and you have Echidna being really freaking good. So, 2 units, they won't come back maybe forever, for a very long time. Who really knows there? I would say jump in, have a little bit of fun, go and summon. If you're anything at like 200 plus gems right now on global, you'll make it for the banner, so you don't have to worry there. You can have fun and enjoy and try and pull some copies. Again, if you are chasing for a Reinhardt team, the more dupes the better. With this banner, it's a 0.5 after my summons. I'm not gonna even say that it's not possible. It is possible. I 3-6 Reinhardt, and I could have 4-6'd him and then 5-6'd him if I traded in dupes. So I could have easily got a 6-6 Reinhardt if I chose to do it by going an extra 300 gems in. I could have done that, yeah. So you could do it too. You can get lucky on this banner and have a blast. But if you do, unfortunately, if it does happen where you don't get much luck, again, more dupes makes him way better. Echidna being a really good unit also. Not really dupe reliant, but for CC it's there. Again, one of them or both of them get a cosmetic for free. It's all helpful. A damn good banner, 2 damn good units. I would summon for both collection purposes. As it's free to play, you have to understand also costumes, they are CC, right? They help out a ton, but you can't purchase them unless you have real money. You have to spend that. And as a free to play, you obviously aren't spending. So there are pros and cons of this banner. Overall, I would say just summon, have a blast with it, or again, just wait till the last day, see what happens. If it's something big coming soon, you can go for that, or you can just go for Thonar currently on global. Up to you. So many different things you can play, but it's a pretty good collab. So with that, thank you for watching. Peace out and enjoy. That's been it for me, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.